What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Suburban Nerd. This is the channel where I give my nerd reviews on today's nerd news, but also give reviews on movies. And today's movie I'm giving a review on is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, starring your boy Miles Morales, which is why I got the the gear, the whole red and black. You know how it is. But I'm gonna give you a review because this movie, I'm gonna say right off the bat, I liked it. It was good. If you guys don't know, the story of this movie is, it isn't Peter Parker that we're really following. This is the story or origin story of Miles Morales. He's black and Spanish, mixed. He's a mixed kid. And unlike, the regular white Peter Parker, but this movie has more than just Miles Morales. It has more than Peter Parker. Has a whole slew of Spider-Men and women. And the story of this is pretty much Miles Morales, regular kid, gets bit by a spider, runs to Spider-Man. He, some wham bam, some interdimensional stuff happens caused by the Kingpin. And the reason why Kingpin's doing this, it's actually a good reason, because normally Kingpin, he's just bad for the sake of being bad, and also he hates Spider-Man because he's always ruining his plans as far as him being a crime boss. But Kingpin in this movie has a legit reason to hate Spider-Man, and it's really good the way they did this. It's better than I've seen them do in a while, except for Daredevil. But Daredevil, he's not, there's nothing to do with Spider-Man. But I'm talking about as far as Kingpin and Spider-Man. And after the dimensional thing happens, all these other spider people come, and then the whole movie's about Peter Parker trying to train Miles Morales to be the Spider-Man that he knows he can be, and the other Spider-Man are there to help him and to shut down this interdimensional vortex thing that's basically gonna rip the whole world apart, and they're trying to stop this. Now, the cast. The cast is really amazing. Shameik Moore, who does the voice of Miles Morales, he does a great job, because everyone wanted Donald Glover to do it, because way back in the day, I think he did it in an animated something or whatever, but everyone wanted him to do it. But he actually was in Homecoming as a Prowler, who was the uncle to Miles Morales. And Mahershala Ali does the voice of the Prowler in this movie. And you got Shameik Moore, Mahershala Ali does the Prowler. You got Jake Johnson, who, if you guys don't know, he actually was in New Girls, and also in this movie that I don't really care too much about, but Let's Be Cop. Yeah, he's a funny guy. And at first, I'll tell you right now, I did not like his voice. When I saw the trailer and I first heard him speak as Spider-Man, I really wasn't feeling it. But actually, after watching the movie, it grew on me. I guess maybe after watching so many damn trailers of it, the voice and him being Peter Parker, actually I liked it, and there was a good amount of humor in this movie. And the stylistic, or the way how stylized this movie was, is where it puts it over the top for a lot of people, because they worked so hard on stylizing and making this unlike any other animated movie, because it really isn't. It's at some point, I'll tell you right now, it is choppy, but I think that is to their style, or that's what they wanted to do, because the way they stylize this makes it really smooth as butter when it comes to fighting, combat, the neon lights, all these things happening. But then there's some moments where it just looks like stop animation. But I'll give it a slide on that, because everything else was so awesome. The people, Gwen, or Spider-Gwen, or Spider-Woman. You got Peter Parker. You got Spider-Man Noir. You got Penny Parker. You got the regular other Peter Parker, and Aunt May. Aunt May's badass in this. She's like the I guess in a way the Alfred or whatever to Peter Parker, because they have this underground bunker. All these Spider-Man suits, sort of like Batman suits, and then she makes Miles Morales. Well, I don't think she makes him Miles. She actually makes the webbing thing for Miles Morales, and actually, yeah, and he makes his own suit in that little cave thing of theirs. And other than that, this movie was great. The music, it flowed so well with so much of the action that was going down. Mahershala Ali's Prowler, there was really heartfelt moments where you felt bad for not just the good guy, but the bad guy, like I said, with Kingpin. But you felt bad when eventually they were gonna have to find out, the Prowler going after Peter Parker, or going after Miles Morales, actually, that something happens, and you really feel it. Shameik Moore does convey it in his voice, and you feel bad for Miles Morales, because he wants to be a hero, but everybody's like, "You're not ready, kid. You're not ready," and he truly wasn't. But there has to have that moment. There has to be a moment, Peter Parker didn't become Spider-Man because he was having a wonderful life. things went down and things didn't work out well for some people that he loved, and therefore, like I said, I'm not spoiling it, but after he realizes he has to put it down, he definitely pulls up his big boy pants and starts whipping ass. The end fight scene, I'll tell you right now, it was astonishing. The lights, amazing, like him going against the Kingpin, him like, just the moves, because if you guys don't know, this Miles Morales has more powers than, Peter Parker. He can shock people and he can go invisible. So like it's sort of like a taser kind of thing. So he can shock and tase people, knock them out, or like, can go invisible when it's scared. But he learns to control this throughout the movie, or like pretty much at the end of the movie. Because unlike the regular Spider-Mans where like the thing happens, Uncle Ben, he gets the spider things, then he's just a superhero throughout the whole movie. Like the first act, he already the superhero, and this one, it's all the way at the end when Miles Morales finally realizes his potential and does what he has to do. And I'm okay with that. In this movie, it opens up the board to so many different things, so many different movies. So like, this is like they could have their own Spider-Verse in a way that they already did. But like Spectacular Spider, like all these movies, I think could actually come into play with this. And I like the way they did it, especially if you guys wait all the way to the end. That Spider-Man from the future 2049, like that one was a little funny clip, but I don't know if that's gonna actually go into the next one. But they're already talking about sequels. They're already talking about Into the Spider-Verse 2. They're talking about a spin-off with with Spider-Gwen or Spider-Woman, with a whole bunch of Spider-Women, because there's Silk, there's Spider-Gwen, there's like Spider-Woman. Like, they can do what they really want to do, and like this is the first time I actually have faith that Sony could actually have their cinematic universe. Because sure, they're trying to do that with the whole Venom thing, which I'm still iffy about that. Even though Venom, I did like it, but still trying to spin off of all that. But this one being an actual cartoon and just all this, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So good on you with Sony. If I had to give this movie a grade, I'm giving it an A, a legit A. This movie, not an A-, a legit A. Like I said, the choppy thing, I don't know if that was, like that's probably what doesn't put it to A+ for me. But for the most part, the music, the sound, the action, the story, the characters, everything was all just like, it was good for me. That's why I'm rocking this thing. But that's pretty much my review. Hopefully you guys liked it too. I'm recommending this thing for everybody to see. Take your family, take your kids, take your wives, take your husbands, take everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of movie it is, and you'll like it. You'll love it, definitely. So remember to put on those notifications if you like this review. Remember to like this video if you like this review. Remember to subscribe if you like this review. Remember to just check out my last movie review. Check out my playlist of movie reviews. Remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next review.